I'd like to start this intro off by saying the one we filmed I didn't really like, and it revolved around this Jeep, which, if you can't already tell from the title and whatnot, we are going to be driving a vehicle into Gary's Pond. And this Jeep we were going to use, but after getting her there and running it for a little bit, it must have leaked oil when it sat, and we just didn't check it. So she ended up blowing up. So we said, screw it, we'll load it back up, and we went and we sacrificed the Dakota. So I'm gonna leave the little videos in here loading this thing up and hauling it over there, but we didn't give much backstory. We just kind of had a lot of time involved, so we didn't even film. I don't believe we filmed picking this thing up or any of our struggle with the Jeep, but I'll tell you what, we tried to get this thing running for hours. We would get it running and it would only run for a couple seconds, or 10 seconds at most it would drive. But we just sacrificed the Dakota. But stay tuned and you'll get to see all that. Alright, so we gotta load the Jeep up onto the trailer. So we'll go on to doing that right now. So we got her up here now. Just gonna chain it down then, and we'll be ready to go in this sense to jump this thing. That was from the dozer side swiping it, and we did cause a little bit of damage with the forks. They're not quite long enough to get to the other side. I'm just hoping when we go in the pond that doesn't like decide to take my head in there or something. I don't see how that would happen, but I mean, you never know, and that would be pretty sweet, so I guess we'll see here. So we got the Jeep all chained down, one in the front pulling front, one in the back pulling back, so she ain't going anywhere. But I guess we're gonna find out today if Jeeps indeed can swim or not. It'll be an interesting science experiment. We'll get her on the way. So we got Felix here. I'm gonna fill him up with fuel so we make sure we don't run out of fuel driving over to Gary's house. So she should take a little bit, probably 20 gallons I'd say at least to fill it up. It holds a lot more than that, but she should be ready to go and we shouldn't have any issues. All right, so we're ready to go with Felix. A nice road trip to Gary's, which it's just under 10 miles, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it's gonna be a trip, that's for sure. 35 minutes. Little change of plans. We rev bombed the piss out of the Jeep, ended up killing her, so I guess we're sacrificing the Dakota. Didn't really want to, but that's what we're doing.
Fishing pretty shit. How about you? That's kind of what I was thinking. Not very good. Doesn't seem like anything's really biting. I had zero bites. We could probably try that pond.
Hear that? What the hell is that?
What is that? Oh my god!
Yo! Holy fuck, boys! That was sweet! Fucking center! There was a raccoon in the road!
Boys, the left turn signal still works. She is good.
We're only going one way, and that's up.
She is good.
You know, I gave this car so much love in its life. It gave her a whole can of starter fluid because she was thirsty. The tire went flat. She just fucking betrayed me. I'll give her one.
This fucking thing, the transmission's fucked.
She's broke.
The transmission came right off here.
It's ridiculous. Fucking motor right here, white thing.
She sunk like 2 feet.
Oh yeah.
This is fucked.
Deep down.
We're gonna set a little time lapse up here of us recovering it. All right, Gare, watch out. So we're gonna stick the chain through the back window and pull it back, the front window and pull it front. Until we open that window. All right, Gare, put the chain through. Well, next day here, and luckily it's raining, cleaning the Dakota, all the sludge from the pond off. But you can't really tell on camera. But you can see that Dakota does indeed have a bent frame. She's bowed in the middle. But I'd like to give a big thanks to Gary for letting us use his pond to drive a vehicle in. So that was pretty solid. And this is by far, I think, gonna be my favorite video. And it was the most fun to make. But I would say if we can get this video to 500 views, we'll do it again. And I was looking at getting an RV, or definitely going to be getting a school bus down the line for the YouTube channel. But I was looking at getting an RV and maybe drive that in Gary's pond. And he's getting a new pond that's going to be like 12 feet deep. So maybe we could submerge a school bus or an RV or something. But thanks for watching. Give her a like. Like I said, share with some of your friends. If we can get it to 500 views, we'll do it again. Show us that you want to see it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.